Here's the story of one of the very first interactions with content marketing. I had the pleasure of working with a company by the name of Block Imaging in the mid to late 2000s. Started out really well. We had a high percentage of growth year over year. And around 2007, 2008, as everyone did during that period of time, we started having a great deal of difficulty selling. One of the great drivers, the fact that money dried up during the Great Recession. We went through 3 years where we consistently were right around the same dollar mark. A couple years it went down a little bit. It was generally around the same spot. By 2010, it got to the point where it was a significant problem. We laid off some very good people. Some close friends were no longer with the company because of the fact that we were not able to get over that hump. We were not able to continue to grow and provide greater revenue and larger margins. At that very moment in time, our head of marketing had been researching and looking for ways that she could really impact the story of the bottom line. I bring this up because a lot of times marketing is kind of in a silo all by itself where they may or may not see the direct connection between marketing and the bottom line. Now, marketing had to deal with salespeople, myself included, who were skeptical of the ideas that she brought. The ideas that she brought were developing content and sharing information in a way that would get us found at a higher rate on the internet. The time that we lived in back in the mid to late 2000s was one where everyone wanted to keep their trade secrets very much to themselves, because the idea that it's a zero-sum game. If I allow you to have the information that is in my head, I can no longer make money off of that information. So she and I talked at length and went round and round trying to figure out what is the change, what is the shift, how does that work, what does it look like. It became very clear to me when we started talking about the way that Google had really changed the way that we looked at things as a culture. Google had decided by way of the search engine process that if you had a question about just about anything, you would type in that question and an answer would come out. I was fortunate enough to be the first person other than our marketer on that management team to be convinced of this idea that marketing and sales had to be absolutely interconnected and we had to share information better than anybody else. 2011, we start putting this into practice. We actually went through a presentation where Marcus Sheridan, who just came out with his great book, They Ask, You Answer, came out and presented to us and presented the ideas in such a way that it was simple, it was clear. The beautiful thing about it was because of that interaction and because of the connection to the idea in the way that everyone in the company understood that they could contribute to the sharing of content in a way that could be valuable and connect to the bottom line of the company, did some very important things for our company. One of the things that it did for the company was it gave everyone the idea and belief that they could contribute to the bottom line, whether they had a sales role, a marketing role, or whatever it was within the organization. The pushing together of the silos was critical to what came next. Over the next 4 years, we more than doubled the revenue of the company, growing the company exponentially. Our traffic on the internet went through the roof. We, for a long time, had believed that our traffic was really good, only to find out that it wasn't that great, and we were able to develop and push out past even the numbers we had thought we were at previously. So that move to embrace content marketing and to make it part of the culture at Block Imaging really changed that company in a big way. It's pretty exciting to see our head of marketing, Krista Catrola, writing the opening chapter to the book, They Ask, You Answer by Marcus Sheridan, because That shows how connected and how close to the beginning of content marketing wave we were able to be. Now, in my role today, I have a company where I am able to go to different companies and explain to them how they can connect to content in a way that can help drive their business in a significant way and can help them connect every individual on their team to the mission and goal of their organization. I'm particularly excited about this because at Goalpost Group, our desire is to help people know their goal and then to connect the dots between where they are today and the goals that they want to achieve. Content management and content marketing and the development of that content is one of the key routes for us to connect those dots to that better, brighter future that a lot of companies are looking for. We can really tap into the abilities that are native to your organization and maximize those to the greatest effect.